Good morning, I'm Gillian Baxter and this is your morning weather briefing for Tuesday the 12th of October 2010. In this morning's brief, topics will be covered in the following order: the UK, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation and finally global weather alerts. First, looking at the model comparison graph for the UK, temperatures are expected to fall from near or slightly above climate norm to between 0.5 and 2.5 below the climate norm of 11 degrees, between the 12th and 13th, remaining between 0 and 2 degrees below climate norm between the 14th and 15th, as high pressure develops across the UK, introducing a cool easterly or northeasterly air mass. Generally settled conditions across the UK between the 12th and 15th, with little if any significant precipitation and less than 25% of normal rainfall totals. High pressure begins to decline to the south and west from the 16th to the 19th, as low pressure pushes across the north towards Scandinavia, introducing an unsettled northwesterly airflow across the north and east in particular, with temperatures between 0 and 2 degrees below the climate norm. The EC deterministic, the dark pink line, falls to 4 degrees below climate norm on the 17th, but with little other model support for this, it is being considered a cool outlier at present. Between the 20th and the 26th, low pressure remains to the northeast as high pressure builds to the west, maintaining a cool or cold north or northwesterly air mass across the country, with temperatures expected to remain between 1 and 3 degrees below climate norm. In the longer term, the EC long-range forecast, the straight red lines, indicates temperatures remaining around 2 degrees below climate norm through the end of October and into the first week of November. Now looking at the 5-day averages chart for the UK, we see there remains good model agreement between the 12th and 16th for temperatures to be between 0 and 2 degrees below climate norm, remaining 0 to 2 degrees below climate norm between the 17th and 21st, with continuing agreement between the models. In the longer term, the 22nd to the 26th, despite the GFS deterministic, the blue line, becoming a cool outlier, model agreement continues between the ensembles and the Metro model for temperatures to remain between 0.5 and 2.5 degrees below climate norm. Now looking at Europe, temperatures are expected to be between 1 and 4 degrees below climate norm across most regions of Europe between the 12th and 18th, as low pressure across northern Russia maintains a cold northerly air mass. High pressure dominates across western and central regions of Europe, including the UK, eastern Iberia, France and the Alpine region, with generally settled conditions and less than 25% of normal rainfall totals. In contrast, low pressure systems push east across the Mediterranean, bringing locally heavy precipitation with up to 100 to 150 mm in places, particularly across eastern Spain, Greece and northwest Turkey, with over 200% of normal rainfall totals. In the longer term, the 19th to the 26th, low pressure pushes east across the north of the UK, becoming dominant across southern Scandinavia, maintaining a cool northerly or northwesterly airflow across much of Europe, with temperatures remaining between 1 and 4 degrees below climate norm. Now looking at Scandinavian precipitation, frontal systems affect northern and western regions between the 12th and 18th, with up to 80 to 100 mm in places, especially in coastal areas, with precipitation increasingly likely to fall as sleet or snow across northern regions, especially over high ground, as temperatures fall close to or below freezing. Drier further south and east with less than 50% of normal rainfall totals across much of Sweden and Finland. In the longer term, the 19th to the 26th, low pressure dominates across Scandinavia with generally near average rainfall totals across most regions, up to 20 to 40 mm likely, with up to 60 to 80 mm likely in northwest Norway. Now looking at global weather alerts, we highlight the most extreme deviations from normal that we are seeing around the world. Of particular interest is the continuing signal for heavy rain across south and southeast China at times between the 12th and 18th, with generally above average rainfall totals, though drier in the north with less than 25% of normal rainfall totals. High pressure dominates to the southwest of Western Australia with slightly below average temperatures between the 13th and 16th and generally dry conditions, though locally heavy precipitation in the far north between the 12th and 16th, with over 150 mm of rainfall likely, well above climate norm. There continues to be a signal for precipitation affecting southwestern regions between the 19th and 26th, with locally up to 20 to 40 mm likely, well above climate average. Thank you for listening to today's weather brief. Please note we offer a full call-in weather consulting service throughout the day. If you wish to subscribe to this, please call Dominic Kavanagh on 0044 7826 522 578 or Tony Ramsey on 0044 7887 512 102. Thank you.